Hello everyone, welcome to Quantifiers. Now, okay, before we start today's video, there's a special announcement. We are very soon going to start our crash course for CAT. The reason we are starting early because I got a lot of requests from students that they are stuck at some place, and there are some people who are looking to, boost their prep. So this is the perfect place to do that. So last year we taught only 27 students in the crash course, and out of those 27, four got more than 99 percentile. Okay, so you have all the reasons to join us. If you have any doubt, you can always text me at the provided number. I am Sahil, by the way. So this is the first question. The question says, in a trapezium PQRS, PQ is parallel to RS. Okay, so there's a trapezium PQRS and PQ is parallel to RS, PQ being the longer side. Okay, so PQ is the longer side. So let's say this is one side, this is other side. Okay, now P, Q, R, S. So PQ is 300, RS is 100, right? And this is a trapezium. So from here to here, from here to here. Now, what does the further say that angle SPQ and PQR form a complementary pair? So basically this angle and PQR, this angle, these two angles form a complementary pair. So theta 1 plus theta 2 is equal to 90 degree, right? And SPQ is 4 by 5 of PQR. So this angle is 4 by 5 times this, which means that this must be 40 degree and this must be 50 degree, right? Okay. Now, and I need to find the length of the line joining the midpoint of PQ and RS. So this is the midpoint of PQ. This is the midpoint of RS. I need to find this length. I need to find this length. So this is what I need to find. Now, 40 and 50. 90 degree is the total. So 90 total है हमारे पास. Now here I cannot do anything straightforwardly, right? कुछ relation ही नहीं दिया हुआ मुझे, दो angles दिए हुए हैं, अजीब है. So what do we always do in trapezium in order to apply similarity or in order to do anything else? Whenever we have such situations, we extend these sides so as to make a triangle, right? Let's say this and let's say this. Okay, so I have formed a triangle. So let's call this point O. Let's call this point T. Let's call this point U. I need to find the length of TU and this OSR angle SOR. This is 90 degree, right? Now this is 90. Now, if this is 90, these are okay. These cannot be the similar triangles. Okay, so 40 है, 40 है, 50 है, 50 है. These can be similar. Fine. Similarity से हमें मिलेगा क्या? 1:3 ratio है, 1:3 ratio है. I cannot find the length of this. Now, what can I do here? This is 90. These are midpoints given. 90 degree, 90, a right angle triangle and a midpoint on the hypotenuse. क्या याद आता है इससे हमें? A right angle triangle. Let us now try to visualize it in a better way. See, this question will hardly take a minute here now. So this is, let's say, O, S, R, the midpoint is T. So in a 90 degree, there is a midpoint T, right? And what does that tell us? That whenever there is a right angle triangle and on the hypotenuse, there is a midpoint. That midpoint, if it is dividing into two parts, this can be taken as a circumradius, which means that if there is a circle around this triangle, अगर मैं अपने पास यहाँ पे एक सर्कल बनाता हूँ एक राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल में, तो अपने पास ये क्या बनेगा? इसका रेडियस बनेगा. सो TR is the radius, TS is the radius, and since T is the center of the circle and O is on edge, OT is also the radius. तो अपने पास ये भी रेडियस है, ये भी रेडियस है, ये भी रेडियस है, ये भी 50 है, ये भी 50 है, and this is also 50. So basically this side comes out to be 50. right? Now if this side is 50, similarly now if I see, now if it now just see the bigger picture, right? ये 100 था, ये 50 हुआ, ये 50, ये 50 हुआ. Similarly अब ये भी तो एक right angle triangle है. Let me just change the configuration here so you can understand it well. Now if I take the larger triangle OPQ, O P and Q, right? अब अपने पास ये पूरा 300 है, so this is 150, this is 150 and this is also 150. So this complete line is 150, okay, and this line was 50, right? So if this is 150, this is 50, the remainder this would be 150 minus 50, that is 100. So 100 is the required answer of this question. Okay, I hope the concept is clear to you guys. Now let's look at the second question. In the second question we have 2010 coins, each of value 1, 2, 3 are arranged in a row such that between any two coins of value 1, there is at least one coin. Between any two coins of value 2, there are at least two coins. Between any two coins of value 3, there are at least three coins. Okay. So अगर मैं 1 का कॉइन रखता हूँ लाइन में कहीं भी, तो मुझे उसके बाद कम से कम भी एक कॉइन और चाहिए बिफोर आई स्टार्ट प्लेसिंग 1 अगेन, राइट? अगर मैं 2 के कॉइन रखता हूँ तो आई नीड टू प्लेस एटलीस्ट 2 कॉइन्स और मोर बिफोर आई पुट अ 2 अगेन. अगर मैं 3 के रखता हूँ तो बिफोर आई पुट एनी अदर कॉइन ऑफ 3 आई नीड टू पुट एटलीस्ट 1 मोर कॉइन. सो दिस इज द बेसिक सिनेरियो बिहाइंड दिस, राइट? Now, the maximum number of coins of value 3 that can be in the row. Now, there are a total of 2010 coins in a row, and I want to maximize the number of 3 rupees coins. So, if I want to maximize the number of 3 rupees coin, I would want कि जो 3 के coin है वो पास पास हो. जितने पास पास होंगे उतना बढ़िया रहेगा मेरे लिए placement. So, let me just try to start with 3. Let's see if there is any series possible. Now, there should be at least 3 more values here, and 3 cannot take place at any of these places, right? कम से कम भी 3 values और आएंगे और 3 दोबारा नहीं आएगा before I can again put a 3 if it is feasible. Let's see. So if I am putting a 3 over here, here it will be 1 or 2. Let's say if I am putting a 2 over here. Now before I put a 2 again, there should be at least 2 places where there is no 2, which means these 2 places have to be occupied by 1 or 3 in any order. Can I say it is again not possible because 3 आया तो यहाँ से 3 तो आ नहीं सकता, और यहाँ पे 2 के बाद 2 नहीं आ सकता अगले 2 प्लेसेस के लिए. अगर 2 नहीं आ सकता तो 1 और 3 आना पड़ेगा, और 3 वैसे नहीं आ सकता. Now this 3 is not possible, 2 is dropped, so 2 cannot be here. So what if I place 1 here? Now at this place it can neither be 1 nor be 3, right? So it will be 2. Now at this place this cannot be 3, right? Because 3 के लिए तो यहाँ पे जगह ही नहीं है. It cannot be 2, it has to be 1. Now my conditions are satisfied. I can place 3 again, and after 1 there has to be difference of 1, so I can put 3 and then again. So see, I have completed this and I have got 3 again. So can I just write again 3 1 2 1 3 1 2 1 and so on, राइट? तो ये 4 का पेयर बना, ये 4 का पेयर बना, 4 का पेयर बना, एंड दिस इज द ऑप्टिमम सॉल्यूशन, राइट? बिकॉज आई कैन नॉट प्लेस 3 एनी क्लोजर टू दिस 3. इस 3 को इससे पास तो मैं रख ही नहीं सकता हूँ, क्योंकि कम से कम 3 की दूरी चाहिए. 3 की दूरी अपने पास आ रही है. अब वो किस में आ रही है? हर 4 नंबर में एक बार 3 आ रहा है मेरे पास. नाउ दिस मेक्स माय लाइफ मोर इजियर कि अब 2010 कॉइन्स हैं अपने पास, और हर 4 कॉइन्स में से एक 3 है. सो नंबर ऑफ 3s हियर इज 4 5 20 502. So 502 pairs तो आ गए 4 4 के. This is first pair, this is second pair, this is third pair. We have 502 such pairs. As soon as the last pair will end, 502nd pair will end, what will I have? I will have a 3 again and a 1 again. So answer here would be 502. 3s are here and 1 is again here. So answer would be 503. So कम से कम 503 आएंगे अपने पास, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, सॉरी. So this is the required answer. Let's move to the last question. The last question says, how many solutions of AB exist such that 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial up to 8 factorial is B square? So 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial up to a factorial is equal to b square, right? This is it. Now, obviously there is no pattern. We just let's plug in some values. 1, 2, 3, 6, then 24, 120, 720. The series will go so on up to a factorial, and this should be equal to a perfect square, that is b square. Now what should be the values of a and b, where a denotes the number of terms and b denotes कि वो कौन सा number का square होगा. The first one is pretty easy. If I take only one term from here, it will be equal to 1 square, right? तो यहाँ पे अपने पास एक पेयर तो आ गया 1, 1. Okay, for the second term, so if I add this 1 and 2, 3, it is not 1 and 2, 3 and 6, 9. So these three terms, and this is 3 square. So one solution is 3 comma 3 again. Then 9 and 24, 33. So 33 is not possible. 33, 125, 153, 153, 720, 873, and so on. Okay. Now an interesting thing that I can observe here, up to this point, the total is always 3. Up to this point, the unit digit of total is 3, right? 6 to 8, 9, 33. And after this, the unit digit of all the numbers is 0, which means any term after this will end up with 3. Now, any term after this will end up with 3, which is equivalent to b square, right? Which is not possible because no perfect square can end up with 3, which means there are only 2 pairs possible, and I have found these 2 pairs, 1, 1 and 3, 3. So this is the only required answer of this. So this completes our session. I hope you guys have understood. If you did, please do subscribe to our channel. And yes, again, a reminder, crash course, we are starting as soon as possible. Just complete the formalities there and we are done. Thank you so much.